Hundreds of thousands of demonstrators flooded the streets of Istanbul on Sunday, marking the fifth consecutive night of protests in response to the detention of Ekrem Imamoglu, the mayor of Turkey's largest city and a leading political rival to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Imamoglu, who is a prominent opposition figure, was arrested on Wednesday and earlier on Sunday was formally charged with corruption and placed in jail pending trial. The timing of his arrest has raised suspicions of political motives as it comes just days before he was expected to announce his candidacy for the 2028 Turkey presidential elections. The protests that began after Imamoglu's initial detention escalated on Sunday as demonstrators clashed with riot police outside Istanbul's city hall. Protesters threw fireworks and various objects at police lines, prompting authorities to respond with pepper spray and rubber bullets to disperse the crowds. The unrest showed no signs of abating despite a city-wide ban on public gatherings imposed earlier this week. Many protesters, determined to express their opposition to the arrest, masked their faces in defiance of the authorities' attempts to suppress the protests. The demonstrations have continued to grow in size and intensity as people from across the political spectrum have rallied to Imamoglu's cause, condemning what they see as a politically motivated move by Erdogan's government to silence a powerful challenger. Imamoglu, who has vehemently denied the corruption charges, addressed the public on social media before his arrest, writing, "I will never bow." His supporters argue that the charges are part of an ongoing campaign by Erdogan's government to target political rivals and stifle opposition ahead of the 2028 election. While Imamoglu's detention has sparked outrage among his supporters, it has also prompted sharp criticism from President Erdogan, who condemned the protests as an attempt by the opposition Republican People's Party, that is a CHP, to disturb the peace and polarize our people. The arrest of Imamoglu is widely seen as a direct challenge to Erdogan, who has faced increasing political opposition in recent years. The ongoing demonstrations have drawn comparisons to some of the most significant protests in Turkey's modern history, showing no signs of subsiding. As tensions mount, it remains to be seen how the government will handle the unrest and whether it will further inflame political divisions within the country. But the questions remain. What is Ekrem Imamoglu's fate now? What will President Erdogan do next? And what happens to the civil war raging in Turkey right now? For more updates on the Turkish protests, stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express.